Okay, so for this one, lots of brackets. We start inside the innermost kind of bracket we can. There's nothing really to simplify in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to move out then into these brackets. And yeah, there's something I can actually simplify in here. So let's write everything again. So 3x minus 2. You can use the same style of brackets that they use if you want. 4. Now, inside here, this is going to be 2x minus 1 when I distribute, and then positive or plus x. Okay? Equals 36. So we want to simplify this in here, and now you see you can simplify the like terms inside here. So we want to kind of get everything simplified on one side of the equation inside the brackets that we can. So I'm going to rewrite this, 3x minus 2. And you don't have to use the same kind of brackets if you want. I'll just use regular brackets like you can if you want. So this is going to be 3x minus 1 inside there, right? Okay, awesome. Now you can kind of see why showing your steps, showing your work is going to be kind of important here, right? Because this is too difficult to do in your head. You can't do this in your head. So we'll work at it a little bit at a time. Okay, so now I need to kind of figure out what I'm going to do inside these brackets. So let's work, kind of from in here. So 2 bracket, this is going to be 5 minus, I'll distribute this now. So that's negative 12x plus 4 equals 36. So I'll work to simplify this, because again, you want to get rid of all the brackets so that you can collect your like terms appropriately. So I'm going to run out of room here, but let's see. So the next step would be 3x minus 2 times, what's this in here? Well, I can take the 5 and the 4 and add those up. So it's going to be 9 minus 12x. Okay, now I'll just move that up because I'm running out of room. So now I do this part right here. So let's expand this out. The last little bit of brackets that I need to get rid of. So 3x minus 18 when I distribute the negative 2 times 9. And the negative 2 times negative 12x, that's going to be positive 24x. So this one's a lot of steps, a lot of work. You might want an extra piece of paper for some of these. I don't think you'll have enough room in on your sheet there for some of them, but okay, so now 3x and 24x, I can combine those up, and that's going to be 27x minus 18 equals 36. And now we're getting really close. This is just like an easy question that we've been given earlier, but it took us a while to get there, didn't it? So we'll add 18, and I'll go over here now. 27x equals 54. 36 and 18 is 54. And now I divide by 27. And x equals 2. And if we check this, the left side should equal the right side. We have a lot of things to check there, but if we put a 2 in here, and we put a 2 in here, and we put a 2 in here, then that should work out and should be equal. Okay, so that checks out for 49, and so there's 26 and 49. It's going to be a little bit of work this last sheet. Okay, all right, everybody doing okay though? Any other emergency questions right now? Yep. Yeah, I'll do 17. Sure, I'll do 17. And that's a good representation of this last section. So I'll do 17 with you, and then you guys can do the rest as your assignment. So this one, you've got denominators of 3 and 4, and you want to get rid of the denominators because you want to kind of get to a situation like this, right? In the other question, where we just had, terms with no fractions and no brackets, and so we're going to multiply by the lowest common multiple, which in this case is 12. So 12 times d over 3. Well, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So that would actually be 4 times d. That's what this becomes. Plus 12 divided by 4 is 3. So 3 times 3d is 9d. Okay. Now, 12 times 1 is 12. If you don't understand that, okay, if this is like, I don't get that at all, then do this. Do the 12 times each one. And that's going to make it much easier. Okay? You do the 12 times, it takes an extra 10 seconds. It's no big deal, if that. If you do that, then you'll see that, hey, 12 over 3 is 4. 4 times d is 4d. 12 over 4 is 3. 3 times 3d is 9d. 12 times 1 is 12. Okay? So whichever way you do it, that's right. Now, you've got 2d terms here, so you can add those. So that's going to be, looks like 13d equals 12. And so if we divide both sides by 13, we get, looks like a fraction that's not very nice. 12 over 13. Now, let me just double check here. Yeah, if we do a check, let's do a check. So then 12 over 13 over 3 plus 3 times 12 over 13 over 4 equals 1. So that's going to be 12 over 13 divided by 3. We flip and multiply our fractions, right? When you divide by a fraction, you take the bottom one, you flip and multiply it. So that's going to be, where should I go here now? Now I'm stuck. I'll make a little bit more room. So that's going to be, let's say it looks like 12 over 39, because that's 3, 13, 39, plus, this is going to be 36 over 13 times 4, 36 over 52, wow, 36 over 52? Okay, let's pause and see if that equals 1. So on your calculator, that should equal 1 there. And it does. 12 over 39 plus 36 over 52. You could get a common denominator, but just to check, you can use your calculator there. It's fine. Okay? Tough one. These are high level right here. These are tough ones. And don't be afraid if you get a fraction that's like a little bit weird like that. It doesn't have to be just 1 or 5 or negative 1/2. It can be 12 over 13. Okay? All right. So keep working. That's worksheet number 3. This is the most challenging one of the group. Okay. And I think you have a back page there for that one. Do you have stuff on the back or no? Yeah? Yeah. There you go. So these are the bolded ones in case that photocopying on the back page didn't come through very well. Okay, maybe because, maybe I'll do one of these for you, I guess, just because this is a bit of a different type of question. It's not that hard, but what it's going to be is you're going to have a variable that you're solving for, but on the other side, it's not going to be just a number. It might be another variable or something. So, for example, I'll do 21 for you, okay, just as an example. So if you're going to solve for b, you do everything just the exact same that you would normally do, except there are some things that you can't, there will be unlike terms. So on the left side here, so if I subtract 2a, I have p minus 2a on the left side, or negative 2a plus p, whichever way you write it, it's okay, equals 2b. Okay. Now, because that's just not a number, how you express b by itself when you divide by 2, because you got to divide by 2, you divide the whole side by 2. So this becomes, I'll write it up here, this becomes, and you can just leave it like this, p over 2a over 2 equals b. That's enough. That's good. You could simplify this further, but that will be fine for me. Okay. So just get the variable that's highlighted by itself, and the other side may have other multiple terms in it. Okay? So if you have problems with this on Monday when this is due, if you had troubles with this, I could maybe go over one or two with you, but just give it your best shot, and it'll be more like just a check on Monday. I'll show you how this is done, okay? But give it a check. That's exactly kind of the way you would do these ones.